Henry was 69 years old, a retired judge on 6 medications. His belly stuck out, his face was puffy, and he couldn't zip up his coat. He wasn't hitting the gym, he wasn't jogging, but 4 months later, he showed up at Dr. Barbara O'Neill's door, and she didn't even recognize him. He dropped 20 kilos, over 40 pounds, without breaking a sweat.
And he was on 6 medication. He was on medication for high blood pressure, for blood thinning, for blood cholesterol, for blood sugar, for gout, and for stomach ulcers. I said, "Are you interested in stopping your medication?" He said, "No, I'm very happy with my medication."
This story isn't about magic pills. It's not about fitness fads. According to Barbara O'Neill, it's about something far more powerful, understanding the body's built-in ability to heal and giving it the right tools to do its job. The real problem. 63% of Australians are now overweight or obese. America's not far behind. Barbara O'Neill said, "It's the same story in small towns too. People are bigger than ever. And it's not from laziness. It's the food. The high-carb diet that's now the norm." She said most people eat bread, cereal, pasta, and sugary snacks every single day. Not because they choose it, but because it's fast, it's cheap, and it's everywhere. Meet Henry. Henry walked into Barbara's health retreat on 6 medications: blood pressure pills, cholesterol drugs, blood thinners, diabetes meds, gout tablets, and stomach ulcer treatments. He wasn't looking to change. He said he was perfectly fine with his medication. Barbara didn't argue. She respected his decision, but she gave him hawthorn berry tea, a liter a day, and a small herb called cayenne pepper. He agreed to try it out.
But we gave him hawthorn berry tea a day. We gave him a litre to drink through the day. It's not an unpleasant tea. We also gave him a little cayenne pepper. He was happy for us to try a few things.
4 months later, he called. He wanted more hawthorn berries. She invited him for lunch. Barbara opened the door and froze.
He said, "Barbara, I'd like to visit you and get a few more hawthorn berries." I said, "Come for lunch, Henry." Now, when I opened the door, I did not recognize Henry.
His face has slimmed down, the puffiness was gone, and his coat finally closed. His doctor couldn't believe it either. When he measured Henry's blood pressure, it read 120/80. The doctor said the machine must be broken. It wasn't. Henry was healed.
He had lost 20 kilos in 4 months. What's that, 40 pounds? He said, "I went to the doctor recently to have my blood pressure taken, and the doctor stood up and left the room." He said, "Where are you going?" He said, "The machine's broken."
According to Barbara O'Neill, this is what happens when the body is finally given a chance to fix itself. But what was Henry eating? Henry didn't starve himself. He wasn't counting calories. He wasn't sipping green juice and pretending to be full. His breakfast was a big bowl of whole grains, millet, rice, or buckwheat, fresh fruit, coconut cream, chia seeds, flax seeds, a slice of sourdough spelled toast with avocado and tomato. That's not a light breakfast. And it didn't need to be. Lunch? A giant salad, steamed veggies, legumes for protein, another slice of sourdough spelled toast with avocado and tomato. Then, nothing until the next morning. Barbara O'Neill said he was a very decisive man. 2 meals a day, no snacking, no nighttime eating, and still 40 kilos lost. What about exercise? Henry didn't join a gym. No treadmills, no spin classes. He simply walked a little more each week, 1 extra block at a time, and his body got stronger and lighter. Walking became easier. No heavy lifting, just a steady climb back to health. A year later, he sent Barbara a letter. Old school. He dropped 38 kilos by then. That's almost 80 pounds. What made this work? Balanced nutrition, time-restricted eating, and cutting back on the foods that slow the body down. Henry's diet focused on whole grains like millet and buckwheat, full of fiber to keep him full and steady his blood sugar. Healthy fats like coconut cream and avocado. These don't make you fat. They help you feel full and support hormones. Legumes, packed with protein and fiber to boost metabolism and protect muscle. Fruits and vegetables, low in calories but high in volume and nutrients. And most importantly, no late-night eating. That was a game changer. How high-carb diets sneak up on you. Bread, pasta, cereal, sugary snacks, they all break down to glucose. That causes a blood sugar spike, then a crash, which leads to hunger, which leads to more carbs. This cycle keeps people stuck. It's not that they have no willpower. It's that their blood sugar keeps tricking their brain into thinking they need more food. When the carbs go in, insulin rises. When insulin stays high, fat burning shuts off. And when insulin resistance kicks in, losing weight feels impossible. The forgotten secret. Barbara O'Neill said the stomach needs a break. It takes 3.5 to 4 hours to digest a balanced meal. Then the stomach needs an hour to rest. That rest time helps rebuild digestive enzymes. It gives the gut time to reset. That's why time-restricted eating works so well. Not because it's trendy, but because it mimics how the body was designed to work. 2 meals a day, no snacks, no nighttime eating. That's all it took for Henry.
If a worker has a breakfast at 6 a.m. and then has a meal at 12 o'clock, they may need something at night. But if they have the meal at 8 and at 2 or at 9, then it's very easy not to eat at night.
Not everyone eats the same. Barbara talked about how she grew up in Australia. Every night it was mashed potatoes, sausages, and peas. No rice, no pasta, no pizza. She didn't even hear about brown bread until her late teens. That was just normal life back then. And she said the way people eat now is not better. It's just faster, cheaper, convenient, but it's hurting them. Timing matters. The timing of meals matters just as much as the food itself. Eating breakfast and lunch as your main meals, then skipping dinner or keeping it very light gives the body the best chance to burn fat instead of storing it. The body's energy needs to drop at night, so when people eat late, they store more. And they often wake up with no appetite, so they skip breakfast. That sets them up for craving, fatigue, and overeating later. Henry didn't do that. He had his big meals early. He stopped eating in the evening, and his results spoke for themselves. At night, your body isn't burning fuel. It's trying to rest. So when you eat a big dinner, your body stores the extra food as fat. It starts like this. You eat carbs, your body turns them into glucose. Glucose hits your bloodstream, and insulin kicks in to clean it up. But if you don't need that energy because you're just sitting on the couch or heading to bed, the glucose gets stored as fat. It's worse when this happens every night. The body becomes resistant to insulin. That means even more fat storage and higher blood sugar over time. Barbara said some parents tell her, "But my whole family eats dinner together at night." Her advice is to make it a light meal. Soup, crackers, salad, keep it simple. One mother told Barbara that her kids came home from school at 3:30. They were starving, so she served them their big meal then. At night, they didn't need much, just something small. That worked better for their sleep, energy, and mood. The body knows. The body has an incredible ability to heal itself, but it needs the right conditions. Henry didn't change his life with willpower. He changed it with understanding. Whole foods, 2 meals a day, no snacks, no sugar, no nighttime eating. That was enough to lose 80 pounds, reverse 6 medical conditions, and get off every single drug. According to Dr. O'Neill, this isn't rare. This is what happens when people work with their bodies, not against them. Henry's story is living proof. The body heals, the fat comes off, the energy comes back, all without breaking a sweat. Now it's your turn. Tell us, would you try the viral weight loss meds, or are you sticking with this classic combo of diet and exercise? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing videos like this one. Lastly, if you're using any weight loss medications or supplements and want to store them the right way, check out our website for reliable storage solutions. We've got options that keep the perfect fridge temperature so your products stay safe and effective. Links in the description. If you want to watch more of our videos related to weight loss, click the new video that shows up on your screen in the next few seconds. Stay strong, stay healthy. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.